Okay, good day everyone. My name is Godson Wosu. Today I'm going to teach you how to create very high quality prompts, with Gemini. So remember when you were working on creating videos on AI, especially focusing on Gemini, your prompts, it is what you input. So whatever you want to achieve, if you can think about it, if you can come up with it on how to go about it, with your mind, then you'll definitely be able to get that result. So I'm going to generally share my experience. I'm going to generally share all I've learned, the innovations I've imputed, the different ideas I have tweaked, because one of the things I'm sure from my experience you need to know about is you need to be very innovative. You need to always think of, and that's one of the things that I've done so far. So I'm going to share my mistakes. I call them mistakes. I'm going to share the challenges I encountered and how I overcame them, for which right now a lot of people, I have companies I design AI videos for, and they pay me monthly. I have people who pay me for trainings, to get trained on AI videos, and they pay heavily. Some people pay to the tune of 250,000 naira, but for a training, and so on and so forth. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So I'm going to practically use. I've learnt over a period of time, but I will not even go right from the very beginning talking about all the different um, transitions I've had. But I'm just going to go straight to the things I did wrong that I'm now doing right, and how they are working for me. All right. So I'm going to use example of a video. You can see a video in front of you. It's a company I work for. I create videos for. I'm going to play their video now. One thing you must note, because I'm recording this session, while you're hearing the video, it might sound awkward, but that's not what it is. If you watch the video live itself, if it's not under recording, then it wouldn't sound that way. So I'm just pointing that ahead. The video sounds really cool, really nice, and all that. So I'll start by, here's what I did. So this particular organization, I create prompts for like I help them do graphic design. They pay me very well. However, I wanted to increase. You can see one of the designs. I create labels for them, right? Not with AI, anyways. I do proper graphic design, among other things, website design, a lot of things. So I create these designs for them, graphic design wise. But then I decided I wanted to collect more money. I needed more money, from them. So I started plotting how I'm going to generate that money from them, and it was basically for me to get them to pay me more by, giving them an extra value, which was AI video. This is an organization that understands the value of content. They are based somewhere in Ikeja GRA, so they know what they want. They understand what content means. They have a huge team that focuses on content creation. So I saw that, oh, this is a good organization to engage, apart from the graphic work I do for them. So what did I do? I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm going to show you some of the pictures. The last time I went there, the funny thing is that they wanted me to be working physically with them initially, but I said no because of what I know I was bringing to the table. And right now I do two different work for them. I do graphic design separately, which they pay me for, and I'm currently doing video creation for them, which they pay me for also monthly. They pay me very well. So what I did to get this new job, I'm saying this so that as you think about making money from AI, the truth is you need to learn to collect your own right. Look for an organization that fits into what you can do, and strategize to collect your share of the money that is in AI from them, right? So what I did was, I went to the organization the first day while I was plotting all this. I did a snapshot of every part of their office. I did a snapshot of their store. Right, they run a herbal um, food store. They are into different. They have a farm. They use mushroom to preserve a lot of different food, from tea to food to different things. So I took a snapshot. I'm going to show you that sample. I took a snapshot of every part of their store. Why? Because for Gemini video creation, you need to ensure that Gemini can give you whatever image you upload to it. Whatever image you upload to Gemini to help you create, it can give you exactly that image, whether it's the background and all that. So I took a snapshot of every part of their store, and when I was done, I did a first sample for them. So this, what you see now, is the first sample I did for them, just to get their interest, because you can't be telling somebody, oh, I can help you create AI videos. The best thing to do is to go ahead and help them create the AI videos in a way. So I created the content myself. That's another thing. You need to learn how to create quality content. Hopefully, let's see. Hopefully, if I might, eventually teach on that. That was not part of our plan, but let's see how that goes. So I thought on I was able to create a very good content. But then remember, the content creation thing, you can always have ChatGPT, help you learn or help you create your content if you also give it the right prompts. So I went to ChatGPT. I uploaded a post. Let me see if I can see that. Let me see if I saved that. Let me see if I saved that. But I went to ChatGPT. Okay. Okay, I did that. I hope I'm correct. Oh, no, 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 I didn't save that. I didn't save that. Okay. Okay. So just this is just the prompts that created this video. So let's go ahead and play the video. So you see, so I created this.
Shroom Keto Fufu is made for everyone who wants delicious traditional food without the heavy carbs. It's low carb, high protein, diabetic friendly, and perfect for keto lifestyles. Contact us now to make your Christmas discounted price orders.
So you can see the video. I already saw some challenges which I have updated on. So this was actually just this week. I started doing this for them. I've been doing the graphic thing for them, but just this week I decided to start doing this for them. So now if you see, you find that the content basically was, because when it has to do with content, you have to talk about the major issues that people, this product will solve. People are not buying your product because you have a product that has a name. They're buying your product because the product is solving a problem. So when you want to create content, your focus should be talking about the problem that the product is solving for the people, right? So I just used the content, the information, little information I had about the business and that particular product. And if you see, you can see their shelf. You have plenty all over. This is just one very tiny part of the store. They have a very huge store that has all this kind of stuff. So I saw that, oh, that's me. I can actually create a job opportunity for myself, to make more money from these guys. So I went ahead. So I created the video. So I took a snapshot of every part of the store, and then if you check the video, you find out that you have three different ladies, which talks about three different things. Remember that Gemini gives you 8 seconds videos, which means you have to go and use either Canva or CapCut or any other video editing tool to be able to merge the videos, right? So so I did this. I've been doing this for other companies. They just go ahead with the images that changes per time, but this particular organization, they were like, can you help us make the image to be exactly the same thing? So I said, okay. And then I began to think, which is why you must always think whenever you have a challenge with any work you are doing, but in this case, talking about your Gemini video creation, one of the things you need to make sure you do is think. One thing I found about AI is there's a whole lot it can do for you if only you can think and find a way to get it to do it for you. So what did I do? I started thinking, oh, initially what I used to do is if I use the same, okay, so before I started creating this prompt, what did I do? Or creating this video, what did I do? I went to ChatGPT because of a past experience. I went to ChatGPT. I picked an image. Okay, this one I just did this. It's the next one I did this for. So, but what you need to do is go to ChatGPT. You can pick a random person's image. You'll see the sample of what I did. I went on Pinterest. I searched for young Nigerian ladies. I picked a pretty lady and I put up her image on ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT to please help me give me a description of this lady's face and structure. I need to use it for creation of video on Gemini. So ChatGPT gave me a very long list. It did a first quick summary and then gave me a very long list. All right. So, but bringing you back, like I said, I had 3 different scenes here with 3 different images, and then they wanted me to give them something that is consistent, all right? And then you can see the store. In the original Shroom store, you don't have this logo on the wall, but I actually created this logo which made them see the work to be like, wow, so solid, all right? So I'm going to show you the prompts I used for this, and then you're going to see the upgraded prompts when I created the other video. Let me show you, play the other video, so you see we have a consistent lady, in this new video. All right.
Hello, healthy family. We are inviting you to join us live at the Foodaholic Festival 2025. This isn't just another event for us, it's a chance to meet and hang out with you. You can ask questions, explore your favorite products, and discover new ones you will fall in love with. We're bringing our best-selling wellness and fermented products, wellness hamper sets, and gift ideas for the season, exclusive offers you can only get at the festival.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how I was able to get this consistent image, so including the background and all that. So I'll take you back to one of the things I said I did. So I went to their store, like I said, and then I did a snapshot. I'm going to show you the snapshot right now. I did a snapshot of different parts of the store. All right, so you can see what I have here. So this is one of the things I used to do. So initially, actually, so these were images. This is their store. I went to their store. I took snapshot of their different products, right? So beginning from this is one part of their store. This is another part. This is me doing a snapshot of one particular product, which this is one of the products I want to create, content or a video for them on. All right, this is the keto fufu you saw. This is one part of their store. This is another diabetic swallow. So why I took all these snapshots was I asked the staff there, I said, give me your top 5 selling products that we could look at. So they gave me this. So I did a close snapshot of them. You can see the products there on the shelf, but I did one particular, targeted shots. And then you have other parts of the store. This is also another one, Men's Energy Tom Brown. So this is another part of the store. Another part of the store. This is the entrance of the store. Another part. So you can see what I did. I took this whole snapshot so that when I want to start creating my videos, I can use them to instruct Gemini to create for me what I want. All right. So before now, here's what I used to do, which is why it's also good for you to learn different skills. Like you need to deal with laziness. You need to deal with yesterday I saw someone watching a movie in the night. I'm not saying you should be like me, but I was just smiling because I can't remember the last time I had the chance to you know watch a movie. One of the ways I relax actually is to watch a movie. However, I have a lot I'm doing, especially as the year is wrapping up. I have a lot I'm learning. So if I tell you my engagement throughout yesterday, last night before I went to bed, from 10 to 11, I spent time learning a particular skill, which I'm still going to continue today. And then from 11 to 12, I was engaged on something else. 12 to like 12:30, I was doing a couple of things. And then I went to bed around that time, 12:30. And then I'm up this morning. I've been engaged on a number of things. So there's no much time for me. However, I'm saying this because I can do many things. I can do graphic design, I can create content, I build websites. I am a professional writer. I write on a big scale when it has to do with proposals. If you want to write proposals for government bodies and all of that, I do plenty things, a lot of things. I keep building my skills because the more you improve on your skills, the more you increase on your possibility for wealth creation. So I keep learning new skills. So I was able to use my Corel Draw. I use Corel Draw for graphic design. So if you use any other uh, um, graphic platform and all of that, all you need to do is, what I did was, in my course of using Gemini, I realized that I realized that you need to upload. So initially they were given, if you check now, I don't know whether it still is like that on the Gemini platform. I suspect so. I use a higher version of the Gemini video platform because I create a lot of videos for different companies, right? So that's why I don't have a good information about if Gemini currently, you can confirm that. I think Gemini should be doing that, where initially they were using, you can only upload one image. You have an option to upload just one image for your video creation. And in the course of my thinking of, how can I, when you input a video, an image, Gemini reads it and is able to give you, a response as part of your prompt creation, your prompts that you created. So what I began to do was to use my Corel Draw platform to bring together different images, just like you can see here on my screen. So like this, for example, I put together all those images from the store, and then I put the logo at the top left. I put the keto fufu, which was the first product I wanted to work on, and then every other part of the store on the same image. I saved it together as one, and so that I can upload it to Gemini as one image. So, but lately I realized that Gemini has given you an option. You can now upload up to 3 images, to work with, which makes a lot of sense. So, but that was what I did. I put all of this together and then I uploaded it on Gemini. So before I did this, the other thing I did was to go to ChatGPT and tell it to give me the image of a lady, like I said earlier, and I told you what I wanted to do. I asked that, okay, help me create content for create a prompt that I'm going to use for my Gemini video creation for shrooms keto fufu. I give it a breakdown of what the keto fufu. So the keto fufu had different information on it, with which so I told you specifically, I said, help me create the
Shroom
prompt
keto
to focus only on the benefits that this product has to offer to people. So that's what I instructed Gemini to do, ChatGPT to do, and then it gave me a prompt. Eventually, I also made one or two touches on the response he gave, which is one thing you must note. AI still needs you to impute your own thinking. But at the end of the day, here's what we arrived at. So you see the scene. The scene says this, what it gave me. I did a little, adjustment. So the scene says um, video festival welcome inside the real shroom store. So I wanted the what's it called? I wanted the content to have, since we're in the December period, I thought of, okay, can I create something that will make this organization be like, oh, I think we like to create something for Christmas. Can we really engage this person? So I did that. I did that, and then so we have festival come inside the real shroom store. You can have that or you can remove that, but the major part will be the setting part. So I said use one of the real. So what I'm saying is you can remove the video title, you can remove the video scene if you choose, and you can still add especially the video scene if you also choose. All right. So the title I put up here is just every video I create, I try to save the prompt so that I can either learn from the success I had or the failures I had, from that, and then continue to work with it. So here's a setting. I said use one of the real ISO photos showing the health foods and shroom product shelves with the shroom logo branded on the wall. Then I specified, especially immediately after this sentence, as I use the logo attached in the image without alteration. This is very important. Most of the time you impute a logo, you impute an image, and then AI or Gemini will alter it. So I have to specify, use the logo attached in the image without alteration, right? So that's now, to mention something quickly. I said use one of the real ISO photos. That was the first thing. That was the first video you saw. So Gemini had to pick a random one for me. However, in the second video you saw, you see that the background was very consistent. I'm going to play the video again. You see it was very consistent. What I did was to now impute a specific image. So for that one, I didn't join it like I did the other ones. I just added three particular images. Remember I told you that Gemini could give you three different options to add images. So what I did was, for the first image, I added the logo. Second image, I added the specific store background that I wanted, which is what you saw in the second video. And then thirdly, that was the first two things I did. And then I used that breakdown that Gemini had given me to work with. So let me show you the prompt for the second video and what I did. So you see in this second prompt, the very first video I created, I said use the exact ISO and background in the photo attachment showing the health foods and shroom production. You can see now I'm specific because I added one particular background based on the images I captured of the store. So use the exact ISO and background in the photo attachment showing the health foods and shroom product shelves with the roll-up banner and a Christmas tree well positioned at a proper corner in the room. So visuals, I said a young Nigerian Igbo lady with, this is like the description that ChatGPT gave me when I imputed a particular lady. So it gave me a young lady, but I had to be more specific to say a young Nigerian Igbo lady with long corner braids, warm brown skin, subtle makeup, and pale studs, natural, confident, slightly playful expression, right? So ChatGPT actually gave me a very long list. I changed and added the Igbo parts, and then I cut out a lot of other things because I just wanted a consistent face, right? So and then I said she stands in front of the shroom's shelf. This is what I want to achieve. I think I did this myself. She stands in front of the. I did this myself, following the what I did yesterday or what I did earlier up here, right? The Nigerian Yoruba lady with perfect Lagos accent and decent dressing stands in front of the shelf. So I just tweaked this to give me this new one, So I said she stands in front of the shroom shelf provided in the attached image, wearing a shroom white branded t-shirt. Now let me quickly say something about white branded t-shirt for ladies. I think one of our people, one of the people who were part of this train was asking me, oh, she has been struggling to create image of a lady with an hijab. All right, there's no one particular straightforward way to achieve these things. It's basically that you need to keep thinking of how does AI work. You need to keep watching and learning how AI works or how a Gemini platform works, and you need to keep innovating on okay, how can I change this? What can I do better? What can I do, new? What innovative ideas can I come up with? So for such a person, what she could do is go online. I'm going to come back to that, you know. So, but basically, in my course of, creating videos, I don't want to put out a video of a lady whose cleavage is showing out. I don't want to do that. So, I noticed that if you tell Gemini to give a lady with a decent dress, in most cases, it will give you a lady that has her breast showing, and that's not what I want to do. So, I tried it severally, came up with different prompts. It wasn't working. So for me, one of the basic simple things I just went forward to do was I started making sure that if I'm creating video of a lady, I'm going to make her to be in a branded t-shirt, because basically branded t-shirts doesn't show, a lady's cleavage and all of that. So if I say a branded t-shirt, automatically it's going to give me a lady that is well covered. So that's the solution I came up with. I know if there's need for me to create something else, outside that, I'll still find a way. There are some I've done that I was able to find a way around it. So, but for you, you just need to keep thinking of how best to go about achieving your goal. So, for the lady with the job, thing, one of the things based on a new experience, one of the things I think you could do is go online, get a lady, who is wearing an hijab that is well covered for as much as you want, and then you could go to Pinterest, you could go to Google, but I use Pinterest a lot to get good images. So you can get that, take it to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to help you create a prompt for this lady that you want the hijab to cover from, as much as you want it. Describe that, tell ChatGPT that you want to use it for Gemini, and you are very particular about making sure this is what it is. So it should give you the exact description of this lady's dress, so that you can use it to get exact results with Gemini. So if you do that, you can get, a good prompt from ChatGPT. That doesn't mean you can't tweak it. You could tweak it and all that. So that brings me to, I'll take you back to the video we had. So I give you an example of how I got a consistent video, right? How I got a consistent video for the last video you saw. So I just really figured that because there was a need, because the company said they wanted a lady that is consistent. So what did I do? I started creating my videos, and I noticed that, what I used to do was, if I use the same prompts, so describing the lady, it will keep giving me a lady that looks almost the same, but AI doesn't want to give you exactly the same thing, right? So what did I do? I created multiple videos. I saw they were almost looking like themselves. As they continue, it is changing, it's tweaking, it's changing, because it's AI, it's not human, right? So what did I do? I created this video. So I'm going to play the video again so that every other thing I'm talking about, you can get it. So I want you to pay attention to the background, the shelf, the banner beside, and then the Christmas tree. All right. So, and then the branded image.
Hello, healthy family. We are inviting you to join us live.
Places where you have, like, you see the place where you have the video sort of a blurry entrance, right? Those are places where I used CapCut to make the entering video to fade in. All right, so those were places I joined the videos. All right,
Live at the Foodaholic Festival 2025. This isn't just another event for us, it's a chance to meet and hang out with you. You can ask questions, explore your favorite products, and discover new ones you will fall in love with. We're bringing our best selling wellness and fermented products, wellness hamper sets, and gift ideas for the season, exclusive offers you can only get at the festival.
so like I said, there's something you need to learn. You must be innovative. You must be checking what you are doing and seeing how Gemini works so that you can find a way to master how to work with it better. So what I did was I had created a number of videos, like about 4 to 6 videos, and the faces weren't matching. I think about 4 or 5 videos, the faces weren't matching. So I kept thinking what to do. So was to the next thing I did was to so I had to screenshot. I was using my laptop to work on this. So what I did was, there's what is called snipping tool on your computer when you use your computer to work. But you can think of any other tool you can use to achieve something like this. Let's say you were working with your phone. If you are working with your phone, for example, and you have created this video. So what I just did was I paused the video and I went and I did a screenshot. So I just tried this. You can see, I think you can also do a screenshot of this as an image, but that's not what I did. I used what we call snipping tool and I screenshotted the image. So when I screenshotted, I now took it back to Gemini, right? As the first video. When I did the first scene of the video, I now took it back to Gemini. That's where you now see the next prompt. So I'm going to read this final prompt for you. So in the first prompt, you see, use the exact ISO and background in the photo attachment showing the health food and shroom product shelves with the roll-up banner and a Christmas tree well positioned at a proper corner in the room. All right. Then under visuals, see a young Nigerian Igbo lady. That's what I did for the first. But now let's go to the next one. So what I now did was I came here, I said use the exact ISO and background in the photo attachment showing the health foods and shroom product shelves with the roll-up banner and a Christmas tree well positioned at a proper corner. Now, I could have made that differently, but I just, it was later I understood that, oh, I think this makes sense, even though it's still okay. So what I just did was I put this prompt, then under visuals, I now said use the attached AI generated image. So remember, initially I said I used the logo for my first option of video upload on Gemini. I used the logo first. I used the background I wanted to work with. And then now that I'm doing this, I now added the screenshotted AI image, right? So, use the attachment AI generated image without a single alteration for creating this video. Now, one thing I noticed is if you check that video, you will find out that the background became consistent, and that's because I didn't realize that when I screenshotted the lady, apart from the fact that I was saying give me this exact image, I was also indirectly telling it to help me produce the same background, right? So when I'm done, I'm going to play the video for the last time, and then you're going to see what I'm talking about. So I think under this setting where I said, under visuals rather, where I said use the attached AI generated image, the fact that the image was standing on the background I used on the first one, I think it aided it to help me have a consistent, it aided me to have a consistent what's it called, background and also image. All right. So and then I said she stands in front of. So I just maintained the same information I mentioned before. She stands in front of the shroom shelf, providing the image, wearing a white branded t-shirt. Please use the shroom logo attached in the image without any alteration for the t-shirt branding. In some cases, you can even specify that the shroom logo is the first image. Remember, we put 3 images now. The shroom logo is the first logo, is the first image in the attachment for this video. Whether you put, I didn't put that, but in some cases, if you're not getting what you want, you might need to want to put that for more specification. Then I talked about the dialogue, right? So if you check all that was said, the first prompt has the first line. The second prompt, okay, this is actually the last prompt I did and I updated it here. But if you check below, you find, okay, hello, healthy people, we are inviting you to join the live, join us live at the Fulaholic Festival 2025. This is just another event for us. This isn't just another event for us. It's a chance to meet and hang out with you. You can ask your questions, explore your favorite products, and discover new ones you'll fall in love with. We're bringing So that's what it's all about, and that's how we arrived on this video. So we're wrapping up with this. I'm gonna play the last video and then play this video again so you can see the background. So now while you watch this video, watch the background. The background was consistent. The banner here was consistent. This is a banner in the store, so it means that even the people that owns this brand, they will be like, wow, how did this. I'm not even sure they remember that I took pictures of their store, and then the Christmas tree was generated in the first design by Gemini. But then because I've now done a snapshot of this lady, in front of this background with this Christmas tree, Gemini was able to help me get that consistently across board.
Hello, healthy family. We are inviting you to join us live at the Foodaholic Festival 2025. This isn't just another event for us, it's a chance to meet and hang out with you. Wellness and fermented products. Wellness for us. It's a chance to meet and hang out with you. You can ask questions, explore your favorite products, and discover new ones you will fall in love with. We're bringing our best-selling wellness and fermented products, wellness hamper sets, and gift ideas for the season, exclusive offers you can only get at the festival.
So you can see that's how we got this. So you need to keep innovating. You need to keep thinking of better ways to go about this. All right. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.
Hello, healthy family. We are